title of this book is The Snowy Day. We're reading this book because we're studying winter this week and all the things that happen in the season of winter. This book has two things that I really like about it that I don't know much about. One is living in the city, because the author, Ezra Jack Keats, writes all of his stories about the city. The second thing is the snow, and that's also part of the setting, is it's a snowy day in this book. And I don't know much about snowy days because we don't have many of those in Brunswick County. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this book as much as I do. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. He walked with his toes pointing in like that. So there's his toes pointing out and his toes pointing in. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make the tracks. And I said the word slowly because that's how he was walking. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. It was a stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Uh-oh, what do you think is going to happen? Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough, not yet. So he made a smiling snowman, and he made some snow angels. When we're at the beach, my niece and I, we like to make sand angels and get all sandy. It's not the same, but I guess it'll do. He pretended he was a mountain climber, and he climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow, and he slid all the way down. He picked up a handful of snow and another, and still another. He packed it round and firm and put that snowball in his pocket for tomorrow, and then he went into the warm house. I want you guys to make a prediction. What do you think is going to happen to that snowball packed firm inside Peter's pocket when he walks in the house? He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. And he thought and he thought and he thought about them. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there, and he felt so sad. What had happened to the snowball? I bet it had melted, because it was too warm in his house, wasn't it? While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. And that's the end. And the reason that I know, one of the reasons I know that Peter lives in an apartment in the city is because his friend lives across the hall. Wouldn't that be fun to live in the apartment and then your friend be right there near you? I think it would. So I hope you enjoyed the book about winter and about living in the city.